He was the most stylish hitman anyone had ever seen, picked up his weapon, and called out to the man hiding in the bathroom. It was time to come out. Inside, Dodge was trembling with fear. The hitman looked disappointed. He immediately called his boss and said, "This target is way too easy. I'm not even having fun. I want my money back." But at that very moment, Dodge saw an opportunity and ran. A smile instantly returned to the hitman's face as he sprinted after him. The deadly game had already been going on for 2 hours, and Dodge had already earned $100,000. If he could stay alive for just one more hour, the prize money would double, but his nightmare was far from over. The moment he stepped out of the mall, another hitman pressed a knife against his back. With so many people around, he couldn't kill Dodge in public, so he tried to take him somewhere isolated. Just then, the first hitman arrived. When he realized someone else was taking his target, he immediately hit the elevator's emergency stop button. Taking advantage of the chaos, Dodge escaped once again. He kept running until he reached the mall's storage area. There, he spotted a man wearing glasses. Dodge thought he was a third hitman. Terrified, he jumped over a railing and ran in the opposite direction. The truth was, the man wasn't a killer at all. He worked for the organizer of the game. His only job was to remove the bodies and clean up the evidence. In this deadly game, Dodge had only one option: keep running. Suddenly, a speeding bicycle slammed into him. As Dodge struggled back to his feet, he saw the British hitman standing right in front of him. He turned to run, but the path behind him was already blocked. The British hitman slowly walked toward him with his weapon in hand. Just then, someone called out from behind. Dodge turned around and saw a police officer. The hitman instantly hid his weapon and smiled. "We're just messing around." But the officer noticed the blood running down Dodge's forehead and asked, "Is this man threatening you?" The hitman silently signaled Dodge to stay quiet. Because of the game's rules, Dodge couldn't tell the truth, so he simply replied, "Everything's fine." The officer told him to get medical treatment first, and Dodge slowly walked away. The hitman could only watch. By now, the deadly game had been going on for 5 hours. Meanwhile, Dodge's wife checked his bank account and saw that it now held $1 million. Dodge grabbed a bicycle from the side of the road and rode away as fast as he could. But in a deserted alley, a bearded hitman suddenly attacked him. Pulling a knife from his ankle, he lunged at Dodge. Dodge barely managed to dodge the attack and ran again. As the killer chased him, his foot got caught in the bicycle wheel. He threw his knife at Dodge but missed. Dodge kept running until he reached a subway station. He thought he could finally escape by getting on a train. But on the platform, he spotted the British hitman once again. Dodge pushed through the passengers and jumped onto the subway just before the doors closed. Once again, he escaped by inches. The other passengers were shocked by the condition he was in. Now he had nowhere left to hide, so he entered a church and tried to rest. A moment later, he noticed a shadow behind a curtain. Thinking another hitman had found him, knocked the man to the ground and started punching him. Just then, the church priest ran over and pulled Dodge away. The man had only come to pray, but Dodge had mistaken him for a killer and beaten him badly. Terrified, the man ran out of the church. What Dodge didn't know was that the real killer was the priest himself.